A wonderful good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I totally messed up the start because I just forgot to switch to the third person. That's me, that's why you love me. I know. Today with me is the wonderful and only Disturb.
Good evening, everyone.
The crazy Irrsinnreiner.
Peekaboo.
And we have a special guest. Hello?
Hello, everybody.
Oh, I thought you would do the that you did when you joined the voice.
I was thinking about it. But
Yeah, do it.
wasn't quite ready.
Then do it.
I don't have it open right now.
Open it up. We're waiting. Karl-Heinz, good evening. DZB, hey. Yeah, that's I was waiting for that.
Oh God!
The funny thing is, I was listening to Shakira and was really in my thoughts, and then and I thought, whoops, what's that for Shakira music? And I didn't get that he joined the voice. It was really nice.
You are looking very trim this evening in that new T-shirt, sir.
Yeah, and you know what? My haircut is fitting this haircut. I took my machine and I just got rid of 4 or 5 centimeters of hair. I mean, on the sides and the back. On the top, not so much.
Is that because there's not so much on the top?
Yeah, because I'm kind of hairless. Oh, but Sam didn't hop in the camera for stream. Achim, hey.
I thought I could show some more.
Yeah. Come on with the merch, Sam. Hop in. Nightlook, ey. Im Kleiderschrank. Einfach nur im Kleiderschrank gucken. Da kannst du dir bei das auch.
Ich weiß nicht mal, wo der Kleiderschrank hier auf dem Hof ist.
Du kannst P drücken, also Shop aufmachen und dann bei diesen 3 Strichen unten, da ist der Kleiderschrank mit bei.
Ah.
Oh, Susan. I think Suzanne would be
Susan.
Hey, she's the quiet love of my life. The completely platonic. As long as I have my focus on her, I don't get in any trouble with any other. So she's doing a good job here, and she's hammering a shoe from here to there on my face. When I get to
Who throws a shoe? Seriously?
Oh, what film is that?
Austin Powers.
Yeah, that's it.
Chris Quaid, hello. So how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing in voice here? So Disturb.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I'm barely awake, but hey, it's nothing unusual for a Thursday evening for me.
Thank you for your resub in the 3rd month. And yeah, you know that we have a lot that we cannot talk about at the moment, right?
Yep.
So, guys, it will be crazy next week. Next week, it will be crazy. Damn, it will be crazy. Ah, there he is. Yeah. Look at us. Aren't we here? The 3 from the... Damn it. Gas station. I was thinking.
Yeah. All 3 need to take one step closer to the razor in the morning.
Yeah, because we like it that way.
Nope.
You get 1 ton of grass on the trailer and half a ton in the face.
Yeah.
What? Oh, you can. It's okay with. I feel you. I feel it's totally okay.
Yeah, I think it's the D that's the problem.
Yeah, it's also okay. So you guys can turn around so that we can see the back. If I turn around,
or if you just rotate your camera.
Yeah, I'm not so sure because then now we have and then
It's 3rd person view. You can just like that.
I don't use it that much, so I'm not so sure. Oh, dang it.
Yeah, what do you do?
Yeah, I think we did pretty good. We did pretty good.
If only you had someone else to stand behind you to show everyone.
Yeah. If I only knew more than those two guys.
And everyone
Exactly.
has problems. Everyone has problems with the mouse wheel. Die 3 Damen vom Grill.
Is this the famous three wise men? I thought more of the Stooges. I think we can do oh God, today my English is a remake. We could make a remake of it. Sometimes we.
I really want a great farming agency. What do you know?
Yeah, and the cap that Sam is wearing, it's kind of the same cap that I had last FarmCon, except of in the
Yep.
front I had the other logo with the bull and me. But it's exactly the same cap.
Yeah, a hoodie would be nice.
Yeah, sure. Earn it. We in exchange for how many kebabs?
I'll just borrow the graphics.
No, I think a hoodie would be nice to have, but for having it on in summer on the FarmCon, it's something you have in the hotel room, but not on your body.
Yeah.
Fatty Gubby! Hey, thank you for your 11 bits, and I'm still waiting for the picture of your sister.
I thought,
so
I
you
thought
d-
you were focused on someone else. That didn't
so
last
you,
long.
so you disappear completely as soon as you step into the.
Yeah, you two could show some more stuff, so maybe on your bodies. In the summertime when the weather is fine.
I have to say,
Yeah,
very, very cool.
it
This
is.
alpha preview, whatever it is, of this potential thing.
The potential thing is that Braven is working on it to make it a mod for ModHub, so that you guys have some custom emblems to pick from. Not sure on how to make it switchable with
red shirt,
own
red shirt.
icons.
Red shirt looks quite nice.
Yeah, both. The red one and the
as long as it's the dark red, the bright red makes the Terra of TerraLife barely readable.
I think the what is it called? The woolen thing.
Die Mütze bei Sam passt ja zum Real
Ja,
Life.
ja. Aber wie heißt Mütze jetzt nochmal? Die Wollmütze.
Yeah.
Disturb. The left
Yes.
the left thing on Sam's head. How is it called?
The left thing on Sam's head.
Yeah.
The wool. Is
The
it
beanie hat.
is it beanie? Okay.
Yeah, beanie hat.
I thought beanie was just the
No.
the trend stuff we say here in Germany.
So
No.
you Tüdelverdeck. So you got at least 1 minute more time to thank Braven for creating this mod, because he doesn't pay me enough, so I only make a commercial for 2.5 minutes. So we are running out of time. We have to go on with the show. So
At
no,
least you remembered to add it this week.
yeah, no, it had. I really didn't forget it last week. It's the
I
same.
want my hoodie back.
It's kind of the same as with the switching not to the English version, because it's so early that and last time it was not. I was not really sure because I had some glitches until I found out that those glitches are with the standard Giants clothing too. So I thought it was with the mod, but it was not the mod. It was with the third person view of the other mod. Because I think it's not meant to be shown that way, and I didn't want to make it that people think it is because of the mod, because the mod works pretty good.
Yeah, the beanie and the hoodie definitely would be very, very welcome.
Got 1 bug remaining, right? No, what? Really? I mean, it's quite interesting that
The green is also nice.
Rain is just going to spend the whole evening changing clothes.
Nah. Me personally, I like a gray hoodie and a black cap.
This one has the big farming agency on the back, right? With the small in front, we have the farming agency in the back, and with the big TerraLife in front.
We also have the farming agency in the back, I think.
Yeah.
At least on the t-shirt.
Okay. No, I think on your back. Please step a little bit forward, Rainer. No, in the other forward to the individual standing there, not to me. I mean, am I standing twice there now, or
No.
okay?
No, now we can just see Paul on his own.
Yeah, now you disappeared from the view. Yeah.
Are they getting changed behind the camera?
Oh yeah, they're shy. No, it's really.
In the third-person view is really weird.
Yeah.
It is. It's good, but it's not intuitive how to control how your
I have
character
no
is
idea what
standing.
it does. It just walks in random directions.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're not meant to see that bit.
It's you're steering the view, the camera with the mouse, but the W tralala whatever is just for forward, backwards, left, right. So it's.
But it seems to be global to the map or something.
I think there was a game that has the same steering, and I found it annoying. I'm not sure what it was. Was it one Tomb Raider game that also had this annoying? I'm not sure.
I didn't play any of the Tomb Raider games.
It's a long time. If
I
you
think I
change your
played the
look to
first
something
one.
from the merge shop and you start new save game after that, your player style gets. Oh, that doesn't only happen when you save. It's also when you stay too long on some of the clothing. I didn't agree to change the clothing, but it took it anyways. Alfisti, moin. And thank you for sending me also the link for the Landwirtschaftskammer for the stuff. That was really something I was looking for. But luckily, DSV will send us the needed list now with special for the thing. Yeah, so you guys maybe wanted to have a recap last week, as I promised, but we didn't do it because last Sunday was so much. I was really not capable of doing a feature overview, so I said I would skip it to next week Sunday. Yeah, what can I say? This already so much again that I'm not sure if we should do it anyways. No, it's really because there are so many things that are in progress at the moment. I think we should do it monthly, so that
It's stable.
Yeah, that we know. Okay, all those features are really in there and they are ready. Instead of having 5 features and waiting for 10 to get edited, and then maybe 3 fall down on the back end again. So if we do some monthly updates, because I have to make a list, I have to translate it in English, I have to give it to Disturb, then I have to run over to him, and yeah, so it's a lot of time and effort that we need.
Yeah, I think monthly is probably more sensible at this point because things are not set and are changing quite a lot.
Yeah. Bull, hey. I mean, Bull gets his balls animated, so that will take some time too, because I think the left ball is ready, but the right not really. So
they're not quite in sync yet.
No, and Bavarian Redneck, those two come only in packages now because Redneck is doing the animation of the bull balls.
I think this is the first stream since we started with the alpha stuff that I didn't have to load the map before the stream. When you
yeah,
we're talking about
as
you we're talking about the stuff that changes from day to day. Yeah, today is the first stream I didn't have to change the map since we started doing alpha streams.
I think we changed the map 5 or 6 times in the last couple of days, 10 days maybe. It's really. Let's have a check. Yeah. Oh, for the balls. No. No. We really have.
Jetzt mal husten.
We really have to upload the map a lot, and there's a deadline. So 5 p.m. is where I say no more mods on the server. I want to prepare for the stream, and sometimes it happens that at 7 or 5:30, Bull and BGO have another one, and we have to skip it for the next stream. Beziehungsweise, yeah. And unfortunately, it doesn't work always. Sometimes there is 2 features in and 1 bug also, so we have to change it back, and it's quite interesting. And we are at the moment at a really, really big strike. I don't know on how much I can spoil, but
Everything.
I think
That's not a lot of grass on here.
I think that the capacity of our team will step up to 2 digits in scripters very soon. So that means that we have 10 or 11 scripters in the team, and they are all crazy. And it's really, at the moment, it's unbelievable. Everything that I really dare to ask is already in. And yes, you can believe me, I'm not running out of ideas, but I'm running out of questions or feature requests that I want to make, because I can't believe that it's with this speed.
And the more scripters you get, the more we can attempt. But
Yeah.
probably the more time you spend trying to herd scripters.
No, I don't. That's the problem. I really tried. I really there are no boundaries anymore. If there's a crazy idea that I have, they come back with the idea made, and on top something much more crazier. So it's like you order a VW Polo, and you get a Ferrari. Yeah, and on top of it, it's already full with gas. So something what you couldn't imagine. No, it's really, at the moment, it is really so much fun. It's really so much fun seeing the progress, and yeah, I'm quite happy. I'm really quite happy.
It's very cool. Like I was saying before, just sitting on the sidelines watching various pictures and things of stuff appearing so quickly is awesome.
The question that Nightcloak was asked. Yeah.
The English folk doesn't know the bucket up, bucket down, bucket up, bucket down.
Oh yeah. Did you really have to remind me?
Yes, I did.
I have seen that. It's very cool.
Thomas Paschke, thank you for your for your 30 bits. Okay, I will go to it soon. But there's one thing I wanted to answer, because Nightcloak asked if I can explain the 2 mixing silages. I can't. Even if I wanted to, I can't. I can only tell you that we have in mind to do really, really honest mixing silages, and we put it in there to avoid having to update the high types in this running save to destroy the save game. So they are already in there, but at the moment with no function.
Just a dummy.
Just a
Still
dummy.
time.
We have a lot of dummies in here at the moment. Just to,
Me, for example.
no, dummy,
How
not
I feel most
not
days
not
looking
dummy.
at everything going on.
Not dummy, dummy. No, we have as I told you, we will not put more than 40 crops in one map. At the moment, there are 40 crops in this map. We will have over 60, I guess. For several maps, we will rotate them. So we have stuff in here that is will be in use, and there's stuff in here that won't be, and stuff that you won't see, that you maybe see on the Eiffel map in the coming streams. But we have, for example, stuff like Yeah, the whole grass stuff. The mixing silages, those are at the moment dummies. We have the wheat, barley, oat, spelt, and rye and triticale straw that are at the moment they are here. They are in there, but we have to give them purpose. We still haven't done it. The same thing with the manure and all that stuff, or the rape cake and all that. We have it in here, so it's kind of ready, but it's not yet in use. Simularian, hello.
I was going to ask about the manure bit because you posted some information about different types of manure in Discord recently.
Yeah. And I actually found something in English too. So
Yeah.
they all have different amounts of phosphorus. No, what is the other called? The K, potassium.
Potassium.
Yeah, potassium and nitrogen, and I wanted just to show a little bit on how useful it can be to have those different types of manures in there to give you a much more useful to have more use for. If you're doing a chicken farm, you have more nitrogen. If you're doing a pig farm, you have more phosphorus, and so it makes sense to have different animal types, animal manure for your special needs instead of having one for all.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Happy third place in Alice Mag. Oh yeah. I mean, thank you, Karl Heinz. Yeah, we made the third place. I'm not quite sure on who voted on it. I'm kind of happy with the number 3 in front of us, and that we have a cosplay before us on first place. Tenzuko, greetings. I'm not sure if it was really a voting of the best mods. I mean, it's described like that, but I'm kind of happy to be in the first FarmSim magazine.
I wondered if they'd walked around the giant's office and gone, "What's your favourite? However many mods?"
Yeah, and if it was kind of very American what was in there. So
the first 3 I wouldn't have said were very American.
The first 3.
Yeah, Courseplay, Averaging Countryside, and Maze Plus.
Money Mermish, moin. Best regards to you too. The first 3 are...
Yeah, the top Courseplay
is totally American, isn't it?
No,
they use
mixed.
It. Oh,
mixed.
I hear so much about it that they use it in all that stuff.
And
the Maze Plus, yeah, there's an American version of the Maze Plus out there on the dark side, where someone switched just a fruit type converter for this swath mooring of the crops. Really, to greetings out there, you're an asshole. Yeah, you just could have asked. I mean, we could have changed the XML or put it out there. No, you had to upload it to upload it to a shady page. Thank you for that. You're not my friend anymore. And the map, the Engadine, whatever. Yeah, that's okay. Now I'm with you. I think that was just a map that tops not the Giants map. So just to have a map in there, I would say.
Yeah. So I didn't feel it felt particularly American. I felt like maybe they just walked around the office.
Americans don't need cosplay with big square fields. Okay, point for you, touche. Yeah. So. Angewin is French. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I was speculating as I was talking to myself earlier that it felt like they'd just gone around the office and gone, "What mods do you like?"
Wasn't on fourth place Alien Jim?
I'm not sure. I've only seen what you sent me. So
you didn't buy the magazine?
No,
so
not yet.
Okay, then you're not allowed to see what I'm now. What is it called? It was that I said that the list was in my opinion very American. Not that I bothered, but it was, I think. Yeah,
I'm not surprised if it is, because it reflects that that's where a lot of their players are these days.
Yeah, what Robert says, that there were four or five Giants mods also in the list. So,
That would make sense that they'd ask themselves then which ones they like.
so
We like our own mods.
Insert the Barack Obama
Watch
meme with the medal.
the screen, and here we go. Diddle-diddle-dim. Diddle-diddle-diddle-dim. Diddle-dim. And it will not only have the function of lowering it, and it will get a real own function. I mean, this is the new build stable from Rainer, for the calves. So
Very cool.
this is the new build stable from Rainer for the calves and for the heifers. This is the new build stable for the cows. This yeah. No, so it's a new build. It will be on, I think, on one or two team maps, right? I think the
Yeah, the how it is at the moment. I aim for a parallel release with the Holzer map
okay.
because reasons.
Yeah, I know. the GB that is not meant with Great Britain, right?
What GB?
Gigabyte. Whatever we can make as
Yeah.
So, because at the moment the TerraLife is at 790 megabyte. Only the TerraLife without the map. Only TerraLife without the map. So we have to take to find some. Oh, I left them down. So this is really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really cool. When I saw some screenshots of it last week, I was amazed by how awesome it looks. The entire new farm that Rainer's built for himself looks very cool.
And when you feed them milk, it really makes sense to have this.
Yeah, it's a perfect addition.
I'm sorry that my delay was because I was not capable of finding the word for bucket. I'm sorry. So it makes really
that would be bucket.
Yeah. It was totally what I was looking for bucket. I'm sorry that I couldn't find it.
Yeah, the word for bucket is bucket.
Will it influence the feeding trigger? Yeah, that's at least what we are aiming for. That's what we are aiming for. To have them, but not only the buckets, also the trough, because there's some crazy stuff going on at the moment. I mean, with us all the time, but at the moment it's quite, it's heavy what is going on at the moment. So
certainly pushing the boundaries of plowing straight through the boundaries of whatever other people are used to at the moment.
Well, I would have agreed 2 weeks ago. At the moment, I'm really saying I think there are no boundaries for us anymore.
Yeah,
limitations from the engine on the performance. Yeah,
I think more in terms of what people are used to seeing in something like Maze Plus.
Yeah,
you're just smashing so far away from that it's.
The good thing, the really good thing is that TerraLife now, the project TerraLife is a completely team effort. So that everybody is involved, that everybody has his share on the mod, and it makes the working much more interesting, more fun, instead of back in FS19 when Modelleiche and I had to fight through all this stuff alone, more or less. It could be, or it was really frustrating. And now, back in the days we thought of something, we discussed something, we started something, we ended something, and 4 weeks were over. Today we have a meeting or just a sentence in the chat, and the next day it's done.
Yeah.
It's
And not only that, but while one person was doing that, someone else has done something else.
yeah, and
Another person's done something else.
yeah, correct. And on top there is it's I don't know on how to describe it. I'm by the way, I'm driving off the line on purpose now. Yeah, so not that you think I'm too stupid. I am too stupid, but not that much. So I'm always starting with the mowing because first of all I like the grass. The clover grass is really nice, and because I want to test stuff that we are doing, that Robert and BGO were doing with the growth stages. So as Rainer mentioned, we have at the moment closely to every day a new map version on the server. So that means that the growth stages get set back or get a little bit confused and mix up. So it's always nice to test one fruit that has at the moment every stage on the field, so that I can really test it on how. So this is on how we begin, because this is still not a let's play. It's we are back to the testing mood again. So for example, I can show you that this stage here that you see here, this is the how did we call it? The winter rest stage, so to say. Yeah,
Dormant.
we have not the empty field in winter. You really get a stage when you mulch it like that here. You have the stubble, so that is what how you prepare it for the winter. There are always some grass things that you don't get, so that is why we have those little bushes here of bushes of grass. I'm sorry, the bushes here, and it always grows one more time after that in winter. And this is that stage. So if you have snow, you will see a little bit of grass out of the snow. And if you go then in spring to prepare the meadow or the crop for growing back, you really have a visual texture and growth stage change that you can see, instead of just improvising and I'm doing this or that, but you can't see it. But in real life you do it, so now you can really see it. Yeah. So
it's so much nicer than just the flat ground.
And this is basically if you work on this in spring or before spring, you will basically put this back to this stage, kind of. And then the first growth stage will be this. So the transition is very, very nice. You have this transition. You have the grass that you roll or weed again or something like that, or harrow it, and then you go to this, and the next growing stage is that. And then there's another growing stage that is in between this and that. No, there are two actually. There are 2 or 3 growing stages between this and that. So, and this is so much more, instead of having nothing in winter. First growth stage, second, third, end.
Yeah.
And we don't have the crop destruction script yet done. All that we have is without the script at the moment. And I can show you that we have... I hope it is working. This is why I left out the thing here. We have the crop destruction. And it is also another stage in between. I think it's set back to the first growth stage and not to empty everything out to the blank ground. So you really have some exciting stuff going on. It is always always changing. It is more immersive, in my opinion.
No, it's very cool.
And there will be another one because, of course, our script, the Fruit Destruction 3.0, will be in the map too. So there will be still something on top. So maybe next time, or in 4 weeks, or in 8 weeks, when the script is there, I will again start mowing this field, because here I can really see the difference. And yeah, that's kind of the reason. And I'm trying on how the clover, the clover grass. Here you can see the texture of the swath, or the fill plane. The swath is kind of different.
The fill plane actually looks quite three-dimensional.
Yeah, it really looks nice. I really like it, and so I made it to a mixture so that you can also feed it in a stable, and you have 3 sliders filled. In the coming animal system, it won't be only 3 sliders, because there will be 50 or 60 sliders, so it will have to fill up maybe 30 of them or something like that. I don't know, depending on how we figure out on how to implement the stuff. So there's really a lot going on.
Yeah. To pick up on the question about it being hard to visually see what growth state you're at, I think it's something that you'll get used to as you play with the maps. You'll get used to what the different textures look like, rather than relying on that very stark contrast of bare ground, some grass, fully grown grass.
Yeah.
I think it's just one of those things that you'll learn as to what.
I mean, we had
different stages look like.
Yeah, we had the option in FS19 where we had the heap preview, where you could see what the heaps were. But I think if you play a week or two, you so get used to the color shading, because it's so different for every color grading that you have on different maps, or on different PCs. So you really get used to it. If I know when I'm up here, I know which growth stage is what. And there are some that are not necessarily that difficult to come by. Yeah, this is the warm season. This is the 3rd stage. There's one stage after that, because it has to grow very fast. And well, I cannot spoil it that much, but I want to spoil a little. The growing system as you know it, forget it. There will be so much difference in the growing system with TerraLife that you really forget it. Just forget what you thought you know. You really have to relearn it. But it will be intuitive. So if you really are into playing and getting into the stuff, into the harvesting, into the planting, and all that stuff, it really will come to you very easy. Of course, if you are a jumper who jumps all 2 days on a different map, and from this to that, and from TerraLife to no, and to vanilla or whatever, sure. You are not our target audience. The target audience that we want to share our stuff with are those guys who really want to appreciate the features in there and have a really long-term, playable, enjoyable, immersive farm sim map to play on. And with the different maps that we will provide, you have also different experiences, because you have different features that are really unique to the special geographically Lage,
environment, I think, is probably the.
Yeah, no, I meant that the geographically or topographically where they are at. How is it called?
Yeah. Location.
Yeah, locate. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I'm really a little bit
That's okay.
off the rails. So, and so if you say, okay, this time I want to play some hilly southern German organic farming, you can play on the Holzer. If you know the Bergischland from FS19, you can pick that, or the Eifelland, or the Thüringer map. They are all so different that you have really a lot to learn on them. And later on, if you feel that way, you can maybe update your map of favor with stuff from TerraLife, if you're fit enough to get it out of the map. You can create your own experience, but first of all, you have or should have taken a look at the map on how it's meant to be.
Had a really good question come in, and I don't know the answer to this one. So, with all the different growth states and the different types of grass, are you hoping that they will have different effects? So, if you harvest, say your clover at exactly the right harvest state, whether that's fully grown or not quite fully grown, is that going to give you a different result to just harvesting whenever?
With the how is it called? Partial growth state, you already have those implemented.
In terms of you just get less.
Yeah, I mean with wheat, you cannot thresh it early.
Yeah.
But
I think it's more like whether you'd get, and I guess it would end up needing a different field type, whether you'd get a clover yield that had lower protein levels or something like that.
Oh no, this is something the really actual numbers for protein, moisture, and energy, and for roughage itself, for fiber, this is something that is way out of FS22. That might be because this we need for the soil, we need for the nutrients, for phosphorus, potassium, and nitrogen, and the other stuff. If we can differ in there, and we can set some moisture to it there, and if we can make the withering, that will take so much effort and so much power to have this integrated. That already comes with then you harvest clover, it's more wet or more dry and all that stuff. So it has to work with this already. If we put in two different systems, so you have a low fiber, high protein clover that you harvest early when it's wet in autumn. So this is no, it's
Yeah.
so the possibilities are endless, but the we have to keep it doable. Yeah, I mean, you guys want to have it to play with and not to talk about it. So we have to be at a certain axis in the development where we say, that's the point. We got this until here. We have to release it. Then we will work on for the next farm sim, maybe on top of stuff. And at the moment, the deadline is end autumn, beginning of winter, that we maybe can start the beta of the Holzer map, and it has to be released this year. Otherwise, we come in very big trouble with forwarding the features to Giants so that they maybe can do stuff for the next farm sim to make it easier for us to get even more into it. I hope it makes sense what I tried to explain, but I think it should.
Yep. Basically, there are limits to how much you can do from all of the many options that are there. So
yeah, it's the limitation is time, manpower. Manpower we have a lot, time not so much because we all do it in our spare time. So still not like others who changed now from Patreon to another site where it's much easier for content creators to sell their stuff behind a paywall. Very nice to see that. I don't go there. It's still free. We will release it on ModHub. No paywall, no Patreon, no club membership or stuff like that. We will do it all for free. So at least we can take the time that we need to feel well, to have fun, to get a good amount of features in there. And if we have a very good base, and those features are basic stuff that we need in there from where we can go on further. So when we have the stuff in that we need for the basic and there's enough time, maybe we can implement some more, but it's better to have a stable basis with a lot of features that you've never seen in FarmSim so far, and you learn those stuff, and we have a year ahead to go into the next stage.
Yeah. Yep.
So last stream you saw the first growth stage of the canola. This is the second now. The second growth stage. I think it's still prettier than the vanilla one.
It looks quite realistic as well. It's one of the crops they grow locally to me, and I would consider that looks more like what I see in the fields than what I see in the game.
When we go over winter, it kind of gets also some winter rest growth stage, and it gets withered out a little bit. So in spring you don't have this dense anymore.
Yeah.
But it will be afterwards with the growing temperatures and all that stuff. It will keep up with.
That's cool.
So it is really. Björn Björn and Bull are working on making the crops really, really unique and different from the other stuff.
Yeah, because again, say it's one of the crops that's grown quite a lot, or was growing quite a lot where I am, and when it came to the end of winter, they did not look bright green and sparkly.
Yeah. And yeah, we put in some growth stages to the oilseed radish too. I'm not sure if I showed it already, but I will. So what we have is we have stubble with the. We have a stubble with the oilseed radish.
And
now.
You're mowing it.
When I'm.
Or are you mulching it?
I'm mulching it. I'm mulching it, and you get stubble, and the texture in between is some like the chopped straw.
Yeah.
It's an alpha texture. We changed it. I think we changed it already two times or three times. I don't know if twice or, but it is still in progress. It's just to see the difference at the moment. Yeah. So it is not the perfect texture. It's all just to see the difference. I mean, textures are very easily changed afterwards, but to have a difference. This oilseed radish is now in the final stage, and we have a stage in between, so that you not just sow the oilseed radish and pop, it's there and nothing changes. Mobile, thank you for your resub in the 5th month. Holy moly.
Hopefully that will make it a more valuable crop as well, because it's not something that I use very often, particularly with precision farming, because it doesn't really add that much back into the ground.
Yeah, this is, for example, this is also something that the English branch has to work on, the whole precision farming stuff. But for that, I mean, they can work on it and test on different stuff on how it affects the nitrogen and stuff like that. But to have really good examples, you need to have the base map ready, that you have different crops, that you have different stages, that you really can test on them. And this is why it's so important that we get the map base as far as we can, that we can afterwards get both merged or married. And then we have to put the other maps into the TerraLife maps.
I think that's a really important distinction that you made last week as well. That it's putting maps into TerraLife, not adding TerraLife to a map.
Yeah.
TerraLife is a much bigger thing than a map is.
Yeah, as I said before, we are at the moment at 740, 780 megabyte.
Yeah, it's bigger than a lot of maps are, and it's approaching the limit of how big things can be.
Yeah. So, and of course, it's a lot of work. By the way, greetings to Vertex Design for this beautiful, beautiful shed that was just released this week.
The new one.
Yeah. It's really amazing. It's really amazing. I really like the shed. It's great. First I thought it's damaged because I tried to open the doors from the outside. You have to go through this small door and open them from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool made. It's enough space, but also some smaller niches.
That's almost big enough to fit the kit for half of your farm in.
Nah. Nah. No, but it's a really cool it's a really cool shed. I really like it. So I'm still waiting for a nice cow stable to be released. That I also get a nice cow stable on my farm.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot hope on Rainer building me one because he has a certain amount of other things to do.
Except he seems to build them for fun in about half a day.
Yeah, I mean, I can also eat 10 Big Macs if they are for me. To buy someone 10 Big Macs, not so much. So it's all depending on...
It really depends on the quality of the cow shed that you want as to who could build it for you.
Yeah. No, it's really okay. I mean, I really thought of maybe using Castor's Gia feeding stable on the farm, but I have to rebuild the whole farm, and I really like the farm the way it is at the moment. So I'm not sure on if I really do it or if I just keep it. Because the feeding is very, very important. Did I mention that we have crop destruction also in the oilseed radish?
I can see that.
I mean, I got very big wheels on there, but nice that Robert did not remind me on showing it, because
it's quite subtle as well.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I know this British guy who really likes to drive through every field here and there, and now there is nothing without crop destruction anymore.
That's right, there's a menu option.
No. No. The same thing is, by the way, for for the days per month that you pick.
Mm-hmm.
We give a certain amount of days as a rule. We as a minimum. Because of the way that we changed the growth system, it's necessary. So it's
a bit like seasons in 19. It was much more stable if you had longer seasons.
Yeah, I mean there we recommended 3 days at least, and now with I think 4 days will be the recommendation now.
That's not too bad.
You need it with the feeding system anyways, but you cannot do less days.
Yeah.
That's law. You cannot. It really is. I'm not joking. You cannot play with less than 4 days.
You could hard code that probably.
When I say it's law, you cannot change it. So it's really, really, really the truth. You cannot.
Yeah, no. There's that mod out which hard codes it, so you could build it into TerraLife so that you can't, so that you don't break things.
I'm not sure on how Achim. Yeah, you see, Achim just
Okay.
said it. It's not changeable.
Oh, fair enough.
So it's law. It's a rule.
Yeah.
You can trust me
Oh.
when I tell you something like that.
There's going to be so many questions and complaints about that. I can just hear them now.
I can tell you we will have no rabbits and no ducks in the game, so I don't give a duck. Let them complain. I don't care.
No, I know you know. I'm just saying. You know, there are the people that were trying to play with Maize Plus Animal Food Editions on 1 day months with huge farms and complaining that the cows would eat all of the food they could put in hours. Like, yeah, we told you not to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry that sounds now really, really arrogant, and I know some people will hate me and the others will love me even more. We are working on this stuff because we want to play with it, yes. We are working on this stuff to bring features into the game, yes. And we bring it in the game to show giants on what is possible and not on how stupid people can be. Because they can pretty much be very, very stupid on their own, the people out there. So I really don't give a duck on how people behave, because we want to try to get over the limits, to get really shown what is possible on PC, and this is basically also catering every player, because if it's possible to put it on console next FarmSim, and there are console players who want to play it more realistically, more immersive, so that they can do that. I think that's enough achievement for a day, so you don't need to really make it that everybody can play it. I mean, I saw it with Maize Plus. It was a custom mod. It was not a plug-and-play mod, and people complained about me not doing the pigs and the horses, and that they had to change the XML files. And I said, yeah, if you're not capable of doing so, then maybe the mod is nothing for you. Before the mod, you don't have the options to do so. Now you have the options, and you're also complaining. So I don't care.
Yeah. Something that we speak last week? Did we speak about growth calendars on the stream?
Possible. Yeah, possible.
Because having it fixed at 4 days would be quite useful for that, I guess.
But again, you would need 4+ day month to simulate grass, clover, etc. grow, because else it could fully grow from one day to the next. Eagles, if I tell you, I cannot spoil it, but trust me, forget about the growing system as it is at the moment. Forget about timestamps, dates, forget about it. It's really figured out on how to have a proper growing system with much more growth stages, with much more fun. I really can't spoil more. More is to be told when we can show it. So that will at least take 4 to 6 weeks, because we will not put it in here. I think we will put it on the Eifelland map on the Friday streams. Doesn't mean that I cannot show it then on the Thursday stream too, but we will not be on this map then here.
Yeah.
So just trust me. If you trust me a little bit, yeah. I mean, I trusted myself and I messed up the mulching. Nice. So.
Oh, that was intentional, right? So you could show the different growth states and stuff.
No, that was really that was really something because I messed up something.
Yeah. I think that for most of us, because I've not gone anywhere near actually physically playing with any of this yet, it's going to be a complete reprogram of how you play FarmSim.
Yeah, as Achim says, if you don't trust me, trust Achim.
Yeah. I thought you were joking when you said that it was a rule rather than actually that
No, it's
hard coded it. No, the fact the fact that it's hard coded is cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was just you picking on me for the fact that I sometimes play with 2-day months.
Robert, I saw your question. I haven't shown yet because I want to mulch a certain part here that I can show the stuff, because we can show you some interesting stuff too. But I have to mulch it first so that you can really see it.
Mm-hmm.
The difference.
I had another cool question come through, and I don't know if this is going to make the people doing the animal system happy or sad, or you'll just tell me to be quiet. Any plans to make bulls and rams essential for breeding? So we now have actual bulls in game.
You know,
are you going to make it so you need a bull in your herd?
You know I love you, right?
Yeah.
But you're a fucking bastard. How can you ask something like that today?
The innocent question that someone asked me to ask you.
Yeah, couldn't you delay it for a week or so, maybe?
So the answer is no.
No.
The answer is no comment, maybe no.
Yeah. You're sneaky bastard. So sorry. I hope I didn't say fucking bastard. I meant sneaky bastard.
That's fine.
No, it's not fine, because that's not no, I really didn't mean that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I said it slipped me. I slipped away.
If only you'd have been able to see these questions beforehand.
Yeah. No, of course we will make the animal system as realistic as possible. And don't bring me into the slippery slope of, that I do not spoil something intentionally. So don't. It was really in a German stream. There was a person who really put me in really trouble. And I mean, I would have not been in trouble if I just had answered, but I couldn't do because he would get in trouble. So he kind of kicked himself in the knee by kicking me in the knee, by making me, and to make me speechless, it's really hard. Trust me, not many people are capable of doing so.
So we're going to show off some lime stuff.
Yeah, we'll show you.
Which I'm interested in, because all I've seen is pictures of the guys trying to get the textures and stuff working. So
you saw pictures of the stuff or pictures of the guys?
Pictures of the stuff.
Okay, because it can be a little bit disturbing when you see pictures of the guys having different lime on their hands. So
are we talking about lime? I'll take some lime with vodka, please.
Yeah. So
off to the next vehicle?
Yes. Oh no, where is it? Yes. Dang it. Yes. We take just one. This is too small. We take this one here. Because there was really a big struggle in stuff, because we were waiting for help from giants, for information from giants, and of course they had a lot on their plate with FS23 coming, FSL, Göweil DLC and all that stuff. Yeah. So we didn't get the information that we need. We didn't get the help that we needed at the point that we needed it. So our guys just stuck their heads together and just figured out on how to break the limit. So maybe if there is someday a fix in the game, I think we won't need it anymore. but of course it's always better. It's implemented in the engine.
ABGO, I don't think it's you. It does look a little bit green to me too.
Yeah, it's when you look through the the screen or from the shadows in the sun. It's this yeah, you see on how it calibrates. So this is this how is it called, Modelleicher? Exposure, right?
Yes.
That it's that when you look from a sunny place into the dark, it looks different. Your eyes have to calibrate to it. You see how it turns a little bit darker, and then if you look into the sun, this moment from the dark, and then you look, and then so this is exposure. This is exactly how it is in real life. And now I got very dirty screen, and it's also different to the outside view.
That's cool.
So it's absolutely intended that way. The lighting is perfect except for the chromish rims at the moment. You see here from the dark in the bright sun on how it takes the eyes to adapt, how it is recreated by the lighting. This is exactly the same lighting that we had in FS19 with Modelleicher's Seasons lighting that he made. It's exactly the same good stuff, except for the chromish rims.
It's just because you've all moved to Essex.
Why?
Where we all have chrome wheels and.
Oh yeah, this is where the nice haircuts are at the boys, right? So here we go.
You realise whatever you're towing is empty.
I know. But this is why we have the test tool. This is why we have the little helping hand in here. So let's try some compost. I know that people are complaining about the compost mod that is out there that gives you only a normal fertilizer texture, right? I can promise you two things will happen now. First, it will not work because it doesn't work on the first attempt in any stream the last time. The second, it will work, and that's it. No, it's I don't know on how much I'm not sure on how much I sprayed on here before, so it's possible that I have to change the field. So we have the compost. Oh, look at that. What the heck is going on? That was not planned that it's working. BGO darkened the texture a little bit, but it lost a little bit of the variation. I think BGO, I think we should make it a little bit more like it was in FS19.
Case 1455 driver, the compost is part of TerraLife.
I was just typing that.
Yeah, I see.
We got the compost
I think
we
there's a
got
bit-
from BGO.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of confusion just because you mentioned a compost mod and then
Yeah, because
started spreading compost.
Yeah, because there's a compost mod out there, but we don't do so. This is why it takes for us a little bit longer. We want to do it right. So we got this carbo lime, right? It's a different lime type, and of course I should have put it in there with filling. So we have the. Let's see. Oh, with the lighting, it's difficult to see, but let's see if we have a lime texture on here. It's the carbo lime, yeah? Keep in mind, it's the carbo lime. We have separated manure. I will hop over it and take the normal lime so that you guys can see the normal lime right in contrast. You see it already? You will take 20 seconds so you can see, yeah? Normal lime, carbo lime, compost.
So, does the carbo lime behave differently to normal lime?
Yes. separated manure. Cow manure. It's not that different, I guess. I'm not sure if he already changed it, but trust me, there is another texture for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh wait, I can make it quite easy.
All of the textures are also still in development.
I have to take the shop, guys. Is it okay for you?
Yep.
Let's take a slurry tanker. Let's take the one that Robert uses, so it's nicer with the... Manure is at the moment the same as... Okay, it's just the same... it's using the same texture, but it can be a different one. So BGO has to keep up with the texture making and all that stuff. So it's only him doing. No, really, it's really he can do only so much because of course he's working. He's got family, all that stuff. Yeah. So and there are.
That's why I was saying that the textures are still in development. So things people see today might look different next week.
Yeah, that's for sure. So with the sugar factory in our region here back in the 90s, early 2000s, had when you separate the sugar from the beets, they get cooked and shredded, and there was lime implemented in the process, and the outcome is this carbo lime.
Okay.
Back in the days, it was liquid. Problem with the liquid one is you always needed one vehicle on the field, and a lot of transport vehicles to deliver always on the field. So it was a chain of working vehicles that made it difficult. If, for example, the tanker, the slurry spreader was damaged or something like that, the whole chain stood still. Then they made it basically like the separated manure, that they took out all of the moisture, so that you have the dry lime, and they could tip it on the field, a big heap, and the spreader could come whenever he had time and fill up himself. So it was dechained from the. It was easier to do, and you didn't have to carry all the water with you.
So does that mean you're about to show us the liquid version?
The pumps and hoses separate manure uses the base game manure texture. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they put in a new texture. Just a sec, I have to pee because liquid and I'm back in a sec.
So I had planned to be much more organized for this point and have something random, some random farming fact to read out, but I didn't. So I guess we'll just wait for the alien to come back. Thankfully, he's usually very quick. I think we did say, or maybe not. Hopefully next week I will be on the server as well. So that'll be fun because I can experiment a bit and crash some of Paul's tractors, which is always good. Always annoys him. I can drive them really badly. Yeah. That's I think the plan. We'll see. Plans do change.
Toodaloo.
That was pretty good timing.
Yeah. So we used the slurry, the normal slurry. How to put it down? Oh yeah, that way. Forward driving would be the best.
It helps.
You see the the slurry texture here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hope you can see. I mean, you always say in advance, right?
I can see it.
Yeah. This is still all the same. The moment this is Digistate. I'm not sure which texture that uses. I think when it is the same, it uses the base game texture too. Yeah. Okay. But before we go too far, we use the Carbo Lime liquid, so that you can see the difference in between the lime textures, that they are really different. I hope you can see it.
Yep. And actually, it's a slightly different texture than the dry version.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I meant, that it's a totally different texture
Yeah.
to the dry version, to the base game lime.
It's the same. You can see that they're related. It's the same kind of yellowy color, but different.
Yeah, and
If that
Carbo
makes sense.
Lime is yellowish. It is really the BGO made a really good job in figuring out the tone, and that also means a lot because with the reshade and all that lighting now, that it even still looks that different and that nice is really really a good job that BGO did. Digistate is the same as for Liquid Menu. That's from Giants. Okay. So, and I'm not sure if I showed you the last time something, but just keep in mind when I tell you that we have different textures on stuff, it is the truth. We have, but we have a lot of alpha textures, so that we use one texture in several occasions to just to see if we can get another custom texture in there. Yeah, and if we know that we can get it in there, then BGO is making the beta texture, and that might change over time to somewhere then when it's final. There's another thing.
There's no point there's no point BGO creating textures that you then can't implement because you've already got too many.
Yeah. So it's easier to first check on that stuff, and then later on do stuff. So I will now, just for the fun of it, I will just do and leave you on commenting.
Okay.
I'm not going further because I want to do really sewing here later on, so I'm not.
Yep.
I don't want to destroy the whole field. So, yeah, there is something going on. What will be later on with the no-till and with the
So you're not completely destroying what's in the ground because you're only putting a direct seeder over it.
Yes. So it will be. This is at the moment just a texture, right? And it's a flat one. We will have stubble and stuff on there, or maybe crop pieces. Not sure. It's just first of all that we are capable of changing the ground textures, so that we get at least back to the stage that we had in FS19 with the stuff that we had in there. If you remember, we had different greenish ground textures that changed. Harvester, cultivator, disc harrow, they were all different, or direct seeding or no-till. So
I don't remember that, but it's been a while. So
yeah, it was on the Liberty West when we made the English stream on what to expect from TerraLife.
Yes.
When
you said FS19, I thought you meant FS19 released rather than FS19.
I meant our streams.
Yeah, I remember some of the alpha stuff and some stuff that we haven't got to yet, which I'm not going to mention. But I think it's really nice that it's not just completely obliterating what's there magically, and you get a perfect brown seed bed.
No, and this is also. I mean, I think this is already the second or the third alpha beta texture. I know BGO will love me anyways, but he will hate me too. Um, it is very hard to do those textures fitting for all crops. So we
Mm.
basically said we just take one texture and see if what is possible. I think this texture is at the moment the same texture that we use for the chopped grass. If you mulch the grass, where I said,
Hmm.
yeah. So it will change over time. You will see it in the streams, but only to see to show you the possibilities that we have and what we are working on. That it's really a work in progress. And if you guys want to support us, I'm not talking about money. If you guys want to support us, use constructive criticism, but keep in mind all that you see from the textures to the plants to the crops is all alpha. So don't judge on the viewpoints of there's a leaf too much or the green type is not the right. Don't really don't do that, because we know that we have alpha stuff in there. Keep an eye on the features and give your criticism or your opinion on that. It's
It's
really,
about the mechanics, isn't it?
yeah, yeah,
It's not about how it looks at the moment. That's going to come. It's at the moment. It's you guys getting the features into a working function.
yeah. We are not the guys who deliver you the perfectly let's play, look on how we good we are streams. It's always more like a podcast where we talk and show stuff that we are working on, so that later on, when we are exhausted and finished, all the other guys can make wonderful let's plays
Mm.
and make videos. No, it's just it's we will take you on the way to where we go, and I really don't give a duck if people try to copy stuff or we're faster now. We have also this or that. I don't care. We have a closed ecosystem where all will be connected and will make a lot of sense. And so stay with us, be with us, and you will see the continuously the ongoing process of developing all that stuff.
It's not a here's a mod to add compost or a different type of lime, or everything is designed to work together.
Yes, and that also with precision farming, with so to say permission or the good say of giants, that they will have an eye or a look at it, so that really it is really a kind of development that we are doing. Um, yes, because we want to play with it. Yes, we are really so happy about seeing those features in the game, but at the end it's for that everybody can enjoy this stuff and that we can go even further. So we can do this stuff back in the dark, in a dark room,
Mm.
for only fans or something like that.
Only
Yeah,
farms.
yeah, only farms. um, and keep you completely in the dark like people do with development of DLCs or stuff like that. But there are not many people out there who really are capable of shutting my fucking mouth. So I have to talk about this stuff. I really want to show you guys. We want to have a little bit fun in a multiplayer game. So we're always trying to have a realistically kind of gameplay, but within the boundaries of having to test stuff like now. Basically, I have not done anything useful uh, tonight in the stream for my multiplayer game,
Mm.
but we have stopped the time so that it won't destroy the multiplayer, so that we have the time and take the time to show you guys that. And yeah, we will show you every week a little bit more. The German streams are not that many either, so it's only on Tuesday and on Sunday on this map. From here to there, maybe on Saturday too, but it's depending. So in 4 or 5 weeks when we start the second map, the Eiflerland map. It's also alpha. It's a different type of stuff that comes in the map that we cannot put in here with keeping the safe game. So it is not that the Eiflerland map will be out before the Holzer map. Holzer map will be the first map with TerraLife, but it's a second testing environment, so to say, for us.
Yeah, I think it's really important that people realise that most modding teams that do stuff, they don't show you all of this kind of testing.
I know.
And I know when you were doing Maze Plus beta testing, there were people that didn't seem to understand that yes, you enjoy playing realistically, but when you're testing stuff, that's different, and you have to do things that are not necessarily completely realistic because you need to test a feature out or whatever. And this could all be being done behind closed doors until release.
It would have been so much easier to just play realistically without testing and doing like we are the nicest and the best and the whatever, and we are doing the perfect realistic stream. But that's not my type of. I mean, it's less time to play realistic than it's time to test all this stuff and to get all the negativity from some people who really want to troll, and I don't give a duck. Yes, I'm trying to play realistic. I'm trying to show you guys when we are ready with this mod on how realistic farming can be shown in FarmSim to get an understanding. But the way until we are there is we take you guys with us on the journey where we have shitty days, good days, much more shitty days, and much better days. So you will see all the faults and that, I mean, of course, there are also things that we don't show because we don't want to get your expectations that high. This is why I'm not talking about the growing system at the moment that much. I can only say forget about everything that you knew about the growth system so far. And when we are with a stable running one, we will show you. And it's still not just the day before release. It will still be weeks and months before release, because on top of that there will be the completely new animal system. There will be maybe the Lost Seasons feature. Maybe there will be not only moisture in your eyes with tears, maybe there will be moisture in the map. Who knows? Yeah,
Is there a possibility I can have the shop for a minute?
You can have it all night long. No, I'm ready. I just resold the slurry tanker, so.
No, there's there is potentially so much that will appear. There might be things that disappear, I guess, as we go through this process, and they might reappear, they might not. They might appear on one map, they might appear on many. It's all part of a not quite live, but you're being exposed to the development process of something which is really very complicated and has many interdependent parts.
I mean, normally it should not be. It should not happen that you see stuff in a stream that will disappear. Because I'm trying to be careful in what we show. So for the expectations, expectations too high, you get disappointed if you are expecting, for example, the very bad word. No, I won't say it. I leave it up to you with the ground, with the cattle and crops and snow runner and. You're also struggling, right? I don't want to say.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So
it's not something that I'm at all interested in seeing in FarmSim.
Yeah, me neither, because it's not.
It's not what FarmSim is about.
Yeah. So the other stuff that we are showing are basically ruled out that they will not be part of it. but all the stuff that the English branch or the English speaking branch is doing, I told you I will not talk about it because I can't. I have no clue on how far they are, in which stage they are, because we are completely independently working on the stuff, and we try to merge it later on. So we have the branch all around Achimobil, Braven, BGO, Bull, myself, Loki, who is partially helping out at the moment here, who are into the map base. Then we have the mappers who are working on their maps. Then we have the guys, the Beep and the Bavarian Redneck, and also Achimobil again, and me on the animal system. So there are so many different branches. I don't know if it's the right word, branches, but I think it fits.
Branches is right.
So that we really try to do it independently, without having the pressure that one branch says, yeah, but tomorrow we are ready with this, and you have to be that far so that we can test. And so we do all the different stuff differently, independently. And the funny part will be when we merge it. I think that will be very funny streams. I'm not sure if we...
unintended interactions.
Yeah, so I think we will test a lot of this stuff internally on the other server, so that we have the multiplayer doing its thing. Yeah, so that yeah, multiplayer is always the benchmark for...
Yeah. If you can get it to work in multiplayer, it should work in single player.
Yeah, it was never the other way around. Funny.
Yeah.
Funny,
Yeah.
really funny. I mean, Modelisha can sing a song about it. I think even two or twice, three songs or more.
It might get you taken off the air.
Yeah, it's really that was annoying. We tested it, and we totally happy, and started to the multiplayer, and it was so... Oh, I really have to compliment now someone, because I cannot always be that greedy in the stream. I have to say, Achimobil, if he's still here.
He is.
I think he is.
Not, I don't think.
I think he is. He harvested
Yes, he is.
the day before the sugar beet, and I was really scared and I was really afraid. But you did an awesome job. You made a very, very nice heap. Really, really nice. I did not...
Hat er Feinhäufchen gemacht.
Hat er Feinhäufchen gemacht. I did not expect that, to see that. It's perfect. It's perfect. I'm not sure on how much was there from me. I really don't know anymore. But the one that is right here, right now, where you put all the stuff in, is really nice. Really, really nicely done. So...
Is that the heaps we should be aspiring to making for you?
What?
Not that I'll ever be trusted with something like harvesting.
Yeah, you could be. I mean, there are certain technical dimensions that you have to fit in, because if we are picking it up with the Ropa mouse, it can't be, or it can be only that wide. I'm not sure how it is in game, but 12 meters is the max.
Yeah.
For the pickup to pick it up. And I was really, I thought, I mean, I see this show here at the fields when they make sure. Yeah, I know, but to have an excuse and also a compliment for Achimobil, he has nothing, really nothing at all to do with farming. He has not had it in his whole life. So for someone who is really completely new to farming, it's really nicely done. And if you watch his streams, they're on Mondays and oftentimes on Fridays. He has a completely different play style to ours. And he said, challenge accepted. I want to play with on the alpha streams because I made so much for it. I want to test it on the server and also see it. And he really said, I will fit into your game style. You have to tell me, and I will do it. And I really didn't trust in that much. No, I really didn't. I'm completely honest, I really didn't. But there were two things that he did not do that good. The driving style, for example. But I told him, and he changed it, and I really can't say a bad thing. I really can't. So, and this is something that makes me a lot of joy. Maybe next year he will say or compliment me that on how good I learned productions. So maybe I'm now into getting into the production stuff and learning stuff, and because I was never into the productions, and this is what makes the team at the moment so great and so really likable, that we have so much different perspectives and viewpoints on the topic. We all have different opinions, but we all come together and have fun and create this amazing mod. So it's really nice. And I still can't talk about the biggest, not the biggest, but a very big achievement that we have. But trust me, next Thursday
In the future.
will be a good one. Will be a good one.
Of course it will. I might be on there.
Yeah, true. I think I should put in at least 60 sliders in here for next week so that I can send you feeding.
Well, each one that's only filled by one fill type.
No, this is also that people don't get that those 60 sliders are really only a fine adjustment to the 4 sliders before, because it has nothing to do with the mixer wagon. The mixer wagon won't change.
Yeah.
But the recipes have now a different outcome. So really the beef cattle mixture doesn't fit into the milk cattle pasture. If you put it in there, you get a decrease in yield of the milk and all that stuff. So it's all on how those mixtures will fill up those sliders, and now we can measure a certain type of food more specific.
Yeah.
Yeah. In base game, I think cows don't have 4 sliders in base game, right?
No, they have a TMR slider, and they have a hay slider, and they have a grass slider, and they are serial, not parallel.
Yeah. So no matter which food you take, it has to be divided through those 4 sliders. If you want to make power food, this means power food that is not used in that amount, but is very useful and worthy for the feeding. You can only give this slider a small percentage of feed value or food value, but high value of production. But that's it. It's just one slider's gone. Just so, and then, but you need at least 5 or 6 types of those sliders to differ all the different ingredients that you have in all the different foods that you can feed. Then you have the moisture food. Yeah. If you use that as a measurement, you already have 2 sliders gone, and then it's just not enough, because you need food for the calves that need special food like milk, or milk exchange, or calf TMR, or calf hay, and all that stuff. And then you go up to the heifers that need different food. Then you need the milking cows. Then the bulls need different. Same with the pigs. The small one, the piglets need different food. So you all have to differ this. And the good thing is, we have now that you can just push on the slider, and you will see what you have to feed in there. You see that?
Okay. Yep.
So there's no, what do I need to feed in? No, it will be all listed in here. It's really the easy way to just click through it. And yes, there will be a lot of sliders, but for example, if you click on cow or on the heifer, here there will be only the percentages of the food that this specific cow needs, not all of them. There will be a lot of zeros in there.
Yeah, so not every breed of cow will need all 40 or 50 or even 10 of those sliders. I don't know. Don't quote me on numbers, but
Yeah. So it's possible that we can divide the base food in 3 or 4 sliders because it's different base food. We can divide the roughage in different. Greenish, the greenish. It's depending on the view. It's the real light. We have the real light mod on here now. I think it will cost a lot of answers and questions. So you have the exposure from the darker cabin and all that stuff. And when you look into the bright sun, you will have to need your eyes will have to adjust to it. I really can't say on how it is looking in the stream. I can only say on my screen it's really fine.
Yeah, I've taken a picture. There is a slight green hue to everything. I'll send it to you afterwards. I don't know. I think it may look different on your screen to how it looks on the stream.
Oh.
Even the menus have like a slight tinge of green.
Yeah, I mean, I changed it on the way the last stream looked, where we started with the real light, so I can only in the rewatch watch it and then calibrate it a little bit. But I can really say for me the screen now is really the way I want to have it. But you know that this tractor is a green one, that I'm standing on a green plant, that there are green trees, right? So that, I just asking for a friend.
It is one of the nicer green tractors that exists.
Oh, now we can rule this out, Sam. No, actually, my monitor that I have here is a color calibrated for content creators. So actually, my monitor is not weird. I think it's the thing in between my PC, OBS, and the stream. I think it's that.
There's something that's, I don't think, making it the same as what you're seeing.
If I mean, the good thing would be if we could agree on not having those Fortnite colors in the game, then we all could set the map to the tone that I like, and then I would not need any color gradings or stuff like that. It definitely has a greenish color. Yeah, think green.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a little blue touch when I started calibrating it a little bit. It was kind of felt like Battlefield 3 with the blue. And now I'm kind of happy.
Yeah. When you watch because you generally watch the whole stream before you release it anyway, you'll see what people are talking about.
Yeah, because the red is red, the yellow is yellow, the green is green. This is where and the blue is blue. This is where my indication is, because I got mocked a lot from Modell Eicher that my red was looking orangely.
Yeah, see the blue sky looks kind of orange, kind of green. There's kind of a green tinge to it, so it's not worth worrying about now because you're not going to change it midstream. So
no, not ever. I mean, the problem was the problem was when I agreed to put on real light on here. I really knew that it would mess up with my settings, where everybody said it looks good, and never touch a running system. Yes, and the real light was, or the XML files are basically the same that we are basically the same that we had on the Eifelland map, and I really liked it, and nobody complained about it. But I don't know why it does not work the same way on this map. So everything now was different. So it will take 2 or 3 streams maybe to adjust to it, because I don't play when I'm not streaming. And when I do the testing and the other stuff, I'm on my office PC, and this is quite a different color setting because it's on reader mode and all that stuff, right? So
Yeah.
I only can. I mean, here I see a little reddish in the white JCB when I'm going close to it. Is the sun on this side? Yeah, the sun is on this side, so it's the bright. Maybe it's a lot red in there. I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't have the NVIDIA shaders active anymore, BGO.
you'll see it when you rewatch, and maybe you can change some stuff. I don't know.
I
If not,
deactivated them because I don't want to mess with too many, because the OBS did not take the NVIDIA shaders anyway, so why should I use it then, right?
yeah, that is quite annoying that OBS doesn't pick up those.
Yeah, so I basically got the OBS, no, not the OBS, the NVIDIA, no, the reshade that I put on my Discord, where everybody has said it looks great, that I shared. It's basically the same now with a little adjustment. So, not sure. I will be there soon.
I'm going for the fact that we're just watching through alien eyes, and they make everything a little bit green.
Yeah, I got a green thumb.
Yeah.
If I eat too many spinach, I got green. La 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 la. The thumb too.
That's the one.
So. No, it's really, I really thought about it because the last time, or very often, Modelleicher said that I got funny graphic settings or monitor settings, and now I really put it back in the delivery state as it was, and it's color, it came color calibrated, or how it is called.
Yep, that's right.
And it's for content creators, so basically what I'm seeing on a monitor should be fine. Yeah. But there must be something in between that is getting messed up by OBS. Maybe it doesn't take something.
Yeah, there's something funny going on, but it's okay. It's not really about the visuals; it's about the features. No, it's not hard on the eyes at all. It's not like it's sort of glaringly bright, making my brain hurt, because otherwise I'd have told you right at the start.
I mean that it's greenish is because he has a green mulching texture on the ground. Just for you guys, maybe you don't get that there's a greenish texture on the ground.
No, it's when the sky's greenish that makes it weird.
Yeah, it's the exposure of the light that I can see in the view. No, really, what I see in the preview of the Twitch and in OBS, I don't see there any greenish.
Okay.
It's really.
I think it's quite variable as well. I think the anyway, we should move on from talking about. We've got BGO resorting to singing, so that's definitely bad.
Yeah, when BGO sings, it's always bad. It's much worse than when I'm singing. Oh,
and that's pretty bad.
Yeah, you know what the worst thing is? The other day, there came in a girl who was celebrating her birthday, and I wanted to sing for her. And Achim Mobile knows her too, and he was in Discord voice, and he tried to sing with me.
I bet that was a moment of glory. Please tell me someone clipped that.
No, it's because the delay just in Discord made it impossible. Because not either of us was on tone of the other because of the delay. It's like a canon, or how it is called.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a thing of beauty.
No, it was really annoying, and I was really harsh on saying, "Please stop it." Just
This
one
is-
guy is hanging, you or me. Even on the iPad it's greenish. Yeah, it's because it's a green apple. You should have bought the red one. Only the red ones are the sweet ones.
The red one goes faster.
Guys, I can tell you, if I rewatch it on my other color calibrated monitor, I just put it then on picture or film mode instead of readers mode, and it's pleasing me, then I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. Because first of all, I have to feel and play on it. I have to feel it and play on it. And the last stream with the CSI Miami yellow, that was annoying. That was really annoying. Oh boy,
that must have been one of the German ones.
Yeah, it was the first stream where we put on the real light. It was exactly, it turned out exactly the way I hoped it would not, because all the real light pictures that I see that people do, it's always this yellowish sepia, like CSI Miami, CSI Florida, whatever, CSI, those tone to the that I really don't like. And it was exactly that. And then I couldn't figure out to make it on with reshade work better. So I put on the NVIDIA shaders, and I figured it out for me. But of course, it was not taken over by the stream. So I was already there last week. No, it was Tuesday. So yeah, I mean, graphics is always depending on your settings, on your hardware, and what I learned in stream, it's all about the connection. I cannot stream with that many kilobits, so maybe if it's dusty like that, it fails also. And now the exposure from the dark in the sun, this is something we are now. Did you see the switch? Wait, or when I go from the bush in the open field and the dust clears, you see the change in the tone?
Yeah.
So this is something I'm used to because we played that way in FS19 with the seasons lighting from Modell Eicher. Of course, everybody on a different tone level. Modell Eicher had much more brighter colors than I had, but the lighting, the intensity of the lighting itself was the same. Yeah, and we kind of had the same seasons lighting with different color schemes, and we liked it. And this is, I think, the best to go for, the tone that you like. So
Yeah. You've got to be happy with what it looks like, ultimately.
yeah,
And the other guy sat in front of the screen.
those numbers popping up because it's the enhanced vehicle auto steering that I'm at the moment using, and I'm going in the not the opposite, the diagonal direction, so to say, because I'm driving some circles around, and when I go straight, the numbers will disappear. You see, it's really hard to do some work in a stream when you have to explain a lot. It's easier.
I answered that one for you.
It's easy. It's easy to just stand there, but then we have really have a podcast.
Yeah, you just need some people in the background doing stuff while we talk.
Yeah.
You go and watch.
Yeah, I tried that,
Sam
but
and Rainer do stuff.
yeah, okay, with Sam and Rainer it will work, but I had that in the background. But when the Giants AI traffic is more intelligent than the people that you hire for doing stuff in the background, it really with Rainer and Sam, no problem. I know that they will.
Hey, I'm not that bad.
I
I'm
didn't
better
hire
than
you.
Giants AI.
I didn't hire you. You're always talking about payment, but you don't get any because I don't get any. Yeah, I'm not even allowed to use my promo code in your Discord.
I used it today for you.
Oh.
When I saw how close you were, I didn't bother crossing it out and writing mine instead.
Yeah, I can tell you guys, the Giants partnership system, you get a certain amount. I think 2% of the stuff that people buy. So if you buy something for €10, you get 20 cents or something like that.
Yeah, the amount is tiny.
Yeah, but
It's the perks that are the important bit.
Yeah, but the more people buy with your promo code, the higher you get in the ranking, and you have to have a certain amount of money. Umsatz? I don't know the word for Umsatz.
Revenue.
Yeah,
The
revenue.
money
It's
spent.
just standing there, and I couldn't read it. Yeah, it's of course. So the revenue is that what counts, and you get higher in the partnership. And I'm trying to get to the silver partnership because I want to annoy Giants that they have to give me the badge on FarmCon on the stage. I mean, maybe I'm the first silver partner that won't get it then, because it's me. But I really want to try to be that guy.
So use code AlienPool.
Yeah, please. And it supports the channel. And afterwards, when we have the Alien Paul on the silver partnership, then we go and push the farming agency again. Nevertheless, everything that we have that comes in is for all the teams, so it is never a just personal use case.
Or other partner codes, so we can get other members of the team to bronze.
Yeah, the amount is very high that we need for yours, right?
It is, yeah, it is. It's quite a long way off.
Yeah, Achim achieved bronze. It's a good one that you get an early copy of stuff that we can check before the DLC or something is released if it's working with our stuff. It's really a good thing.
That's why I would like it.
Yeah, but you can always ask us to check on your stuff.
It's more helping you check the
Yeah.
team stuff rather than anything on my own.
True.
It's trying to be a more useful member of the team other than the guy who turns up and chats once a week.
No. You are really useful. I mean, I'm so happy that you really take on the English ambassadorship so much. I mean, you took not just the English ambassadorship, you all took all the English guys to your Discord. So there is more talk about Maze Plus in your Discord in the channel than on my English channel. But it's okay. No, it's okay because
There aren't that many.
yeah, no, on Maze Plus there aren't that many. That's right. No,
Or mine.
I was just kidding because you put in so much effort in doing all the tutorial stuff, the PDF in English. So I'm so happy about it. You really don't have to feel small in not being a part. You are a very big part because the double amount of support in FS19 English and German and that was too much. And I really trust you in all that stuff. That's why you are in the administration. You never mention it, but you're in the administration of the farming agency too. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, I mention very little of it because
Yeah.
I'm always cautious about what I mention.
No, and so it's really helping me out. Really, it's helping us out, and the amount will be much more. I mean, we didn't achieve the 10K on your YouTube channel as I really thought we did, but we were not making that much of promotion. We didn't have much more than just Maze Plus. We didn't have the hundreds of maps. So all overall, it was less traffic in the social media.
It was a really good boost either way. So, I was happy. You got money to get yourself a kebab. So...
And it's all about growing together and
yeah, I'm not someone who's in a race to get anywhere, particularly with that. It's about having fun and making friends with people and stuff.
Yeah,
and having fun.
Yeah, and some goodies for becoming a server partner also play backwards to the farming agency team then again. So it's really making stuff for us all in all better.
Yeah, and that's why I am happy to promote your code more than mine, because mine is, it's so far away from being useful at the moment, whereas yours is very close to being much, much more useful.
Yeah.
So. Rainer, there's a lot of noise coming through you.
It's okay. It's okay. His girlfriend is allowed to because she. No. It's really.
I wasn't sure what it was. I could just hear chatter.
Yeah. No, it's okay because otherwise he turns down the microphone that much that you can't hear him, and then when you remind him, then he comes so loud that your ears fall off. So better keeping that microphone setting where from here to there, because she has a very nice voice on top of it. So it's not that.
I wasn't sure what it was because I couldn't hear it enough to understand whether it was.
So for me it's really not disturbing. Sometimes there are some freaking noises. And not freaking but very funny noise was in the last team meeting, the last or the one before, when could you hear that, or did Discord filter that out?
Discord filtered that out.
Okay, then you will hear it in the stream. It was BGO's dog was snoring, and we all couldn't figure out what was this noise. It was just BGO's dog snoring. It was so funny. It was so funny, really so funny.
Yeah, you'd probably get that if I had one of mine in the room with me, but they stay downstairs.
Next time I will start snoring. No, so is there anything at the moment that we can show you guys that we give not too much away? Oh yeah, I can give something away. Big compliment to you, Rainer. From Danke.
Oh.
They are very happy with the bags that you made, and of course they were very happy that they were in the official first Giants Farm Sim magazine, shown with the Danke truck and the Danke the silos on the picture. He's pretty talented.
That's a happy accident. I think.
What that the dog is
no, that they choose to show the Danke stuff in the magazine.
Yeah, that they choose to show the grassland subsoiler, the knife roller, I think, the Danke lorry, and the silos, things that actually work only with Maze Plus. I heard that other people have something similar and it doesn't work, so it's quite funny.
Allegedly.
And that they just mention on how hard Maze Plus is for some people. That was kind of a takeaway burner that they made there.
The bags you shoot off last week were really good as well for all the new stuff. The pallets with the film wrapped around them.
Did they show them in the English stream or in the?
You did.
All of them?
Yep.
I thought. Didn't I place the signs?
No. Because they were all in German.
Yeah, but wait. I can show you. And I see that in the English stream I do not go that often to the buck it up, buck it down, buck it up, buck it down. I think they still should be here. Oh, Modell Eicher, you still got 4 square bales of hay in the hay drying container at the dealer, if you are low on hay. So we have, I mean, they are in German, yeah, but we have.
Oh, that's very cool.
We have some of them. Maybe someone wants to take a note or screenshot it, but there are some more.
There's a few.
Some more, some more.
I suppose it will help you remember with all the many different things that you can plant.
Some more. And there we are. Yeah, and there will be at least 20 more of them.
You need a bigger car park then.
No, it's kind of nice to put them in the field.
And they're a thing that people do in real life, aren't they?
Yeah.
Those signs exist in the real world.
Yes. And yeah, it's kind of nice for people who just come by and says who. I do and Lena does, and they will not be in this map. Oh, BGO, he's the anti-spoiler guy because he has to do all the work.
Because he has to, yeah. He has to implement the things you spoil.
Yeah. I mean, you could explain the people on how much work this stuff is to do so, because most people would think it's just copy and paste, but that you have actually do those signs and all the seed bags and all that, I think would make it much more understandable on why it is so much work. It's really a lot of work. And not every first attempt is on point, because sometimes stuff changes and all that. It's really hard, but BGO does a really good job in all that, and I'm quite happy that we have someone being so focused and specialized on one part. And that is also the good thing in the team now, that we have a big variety of people that have also a lot of crossover talents, if that's the right word. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that works.
So it really makes stuff much easier sometimes.
There's lots of people that complement each other well as well.
Yeah.
So that they between them they can get some very cool stuff done.
And we have achieved already a lot, really. I mean, basically, if we would just stop here, we had already a lot.
Yeah.
That is way above than what the horse extension was in 19. So we just could stop here, play with it, and do the other stuff for the next farm sim. But
you won't.
But it's a little bit like Kennedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy, it's hard, and because it's hard, we will do it. We will go to the moon. I mean, we don't go to the moon, but sometimes it feels like being close to it.
Spaceship production's coming soon.
Yeah. So I don't know. We have a lot of stuff going on, and as I mentioned, a lot of crazy people, because only crazy people can deal with crazy aliens.
That would be on the Florida map. Build a spaceship.
Would it be an idea to make some kind of modules? No. We thought of it first, but kind of the module already would be so big that when we give certain features to a map, we have to make a TerraLife module, so to say, that is 600-700 MB big already, where you have to fit in the map. So it all relies on each other and depends on stuff. You cannot split them without killing the features or the purpose of that stuff.
It's all interlinked and part of a complete system, so it's not easy to separate it into, however many components.
Yeah, like
one won't work without the other.
Yeah, like Sam says, more work to make stuff work independent for each other than to make it all work together. This is and it's really our purpose to have. Modelleicher always said it makes no sense to have one thing in, but not the other, if the other thing makes the one thing realistic or useful.
Yeah. And also, it's probably less taxing on the game engine to have it all implemented as one system rather than 5 or 6 separate systems that are all trying to run over each other.
I mean, people already complaining at modders if they use dependencies for buildings on ModHub. Yeah, I don't want to have a different. Why can't it be all in one map? Then you have a map that has 1 gigabyte, and they complain, why is the map so big? Yeah, because all the stuff gets bigger and bigger because. Yeah. And then just imagine you would have 5 or 6 modules. That would have they need to have an independency anyway, so as Sam says again.
I think if it wasn't as complex and it wasn't taxing the game as much, you could maybe consider it, but with where this is heading, it's really pushing. And to maintain reasonable performance, particularly with multiplayer, which is limited more than PC single player, you need to have it efficient.
DZP, hey, welcome back. No, the one thing that I cannot talk about this week at the moment, right now, will give much more sense to on why single released modules or mods make no sense in this type of hugeness. I don't know if it's the right word for it, but TerraLife will be big. It will be big, but the big lady needs 2 legs to stand on. So if we cut one, it's just a big lady laying on the floor, useless to everybody. So, and you cannot pick her up.
The idea itself is not bad. It just doesn't work with the scale of TerraLife, I think.
Sorry, I was trying to read and drive. Can you repeat what you said, please, Disturb?
The idea of having things being modular in itself is not a bad idea. It just doesn't work with the scale of TerraLife Plus.
We've been there, and we won't go back to that.
Yeah,
we had Maze Plus, CCM extension, Forage extension, Horse extension.
Yeah.
So it was, and just imagine you have 5 modules that will work together and independently, and you have to update one, or have you the actual version of the game module? Yes, I have 1.002. Yeah, but the actual version is 1.2002. Yeah, how much? How often do we have that in the support? That people, it is not working. It is not working. Have you the actual version, the newest one? Yes, of course. Show me your log. Oh, there's nothing in the log, and then there's the log, and you got the wrong version.
Yeah, and it's also full of errors.
No, I don't. Really, people don't get that the errors are but. For us to see if the versions are right is a quick check. To explain, is this version correct? Is this version correct? Is this version correct? Will take so long. This is why I say, first of all, if you have a problem, send the log. So we can figure out very easy, is it something where we have to get in with much power, or is it just a version checker? Yeah. So easiest thing to do. And there's nothing in the log. Yeah, of course there's something in the log, because that's the reason for the log file. Yeah. So and I don't want to be there. And then there's the guy who tries to who changes the XML file. The animal food edition. Did you change the animal food edition? No, I did not. You look for everything else, and then at the end, I just made a small addition to it. yeah, you messed up the whole feeding, so no one, or I just deleted the
Yeah.
input. Yeah. So which
Yeah.
input should the animal take? The deleted one.
Yeah, exactly. Did you I wasn't sure how you wanted to address Reno's question.
I have not even read it yet.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. I wanted to ask you a question. Will the TerraLife program also have an effect on the soil, such as humidity and pH, or will it only have a change of revolution with regard to animal nutrition? I am not sure yet, because we are working in 3 different branches on that stuff. One branch is the English-speaking seasons feature, soil compaction, moisture, rotting, nitrogen part. That are who are working on that stuff. We are working on a map based, the plants, the crops, the animal systems, and all that stuff, and we will merge it later on. So when we have our stuff done and they have their stuff done, then we try to merge it, and then we all know what we can put in, or is there or is not. So intended, yes. On our paper, yes. Wishing to get it done, yes. This farm sim, not sure. I think at least it will take 8 to 10 weeks until we have a small clue on which of these parts we get in, because we want to expand the precision farming anyways. Just nitrogen and lime is just not enough, not good enough. For the soil compaction, you have to take in mind the moisture and the crops, the rooting of the crops that affect also the soil compaction, and the soil that also affects the minerals that are in the soil, that also affects the way on how it gets compacted. So it's all affecting each other, and there's only one way to do. And I would say, I quote Model Aisha, we do it the right way or we don't do it. So, Shize, good evening! My happy, lucky friend. He made me speechless the other day. And that's not easy to do. He made me speechless. Really.
So the short version of your really long answer is maybe, we don't know yet.
Yeah, but that would not be me.
No, that wouldn't be you.
I want to rule out all possibility after questions. Why? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
dummy! I told you so. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. No, you did. Yes, I did. Oh, you did. Yes, I said so.
Yep, you did.
So, no, it's really hard, and that it would be easier for us if we just did it, as I said before, if we did it just in a dark room, in disclosed environment, and then come up with what we got when we are ready. But that would not be the fun. It would not be really much fun to come up with a finished product. I want to take you on the journey. I want you to see on how we tend to be crazy, happy, tired, annoyed, happy again, and because that's who we are. This is what we are. We are a group of kind of friends, because everybody in the team I would take to my mother-in-law on a coffee or something, because I like them that much. And this is an environment in where you can really do crazy stuff without getting annoyed of each other, and we help each other, and we help on private projects. So this is just taking you on that journey and see on how much pressure we can take where the friendship breaks. No, it's just I think the journey is the way, like the old saying goes. So
I think this the as we said earlier, this is the stuff that would be done behind closed doors, and then maybe a month before release people would start to see pictures of it.
Yeah. And we don't need to do it because we don't need to sell stuff. We don't have to be that Giants dude who has to explain why did you show in January pictures of Farm Sim 25 last year and now people will no, I don't know how it is called, but will go oh damn it, vor Gericht gehen, regresspflichtig. Rainer, help me.
Don't know.
Here, the Law and Order. What is it where they are?
Please.
God.
In the court, you know. So
yeah.
so the guy will take me to the court because you showed something that you were not supposed to show because, yeah. So we don't take any money for it. It's all for free. So you will get what we have, and if we show something, no one can go drag us to court. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's just. Yeah, haben wir said to the court, yeah, so it's
Yeah, there's no financial promise or commitment with this because it's free.
oh, come
So it
on,
doesn't matter if
Shizzle.
things don't happen.
Not you too. You light looking a little bit strange, or is it because I'm drunk? Yeah, it's because you're drunk and all the other guys who mentioned the lighting too.
Yeah.
I'm on my journey from real light in the game and CSI Miami yellowish to getting it to where I please the audience and myself. At the moment, I'm just pleasing myself because on my screen it looks really good. I can tell.
I'm not going to go there because we're not being childish.
I can tell you, Chris. Next week. Zieh dich warm an und habe genug Getränke da. I just basically told him next week he should have warm clothes and have enough alcohol there to what will come. So it's payback time. Yeah, I mean, if you guys send me a screenshot, yay, nice. I will rewatch the stream afterwards, and then I see myself. And only then I can react. But then I'm on the office PC, and I have to wait until I'm back on the streaming PC to change stuff. So no matter on how hard you guys try to tell me on how shitty it looks for you, I don't care. I just don't care.
We should just be grateful that he's got the outside camera enabled.
If I would have spent more time in Great Britain, right? Formerly in the Irish section, or maybe also in the London or in the suburbs, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I would have installed a face cam. Or if I would or if I was a Scottish, I would have installed a face cam and shown you at least now my blank shoe. I was so annoyed in the Cologne train station. There was really a British dude who slipped his trouser and pressed his britzel against the window. And I said, yes, of course he's British. Of course he is.
We don't all do that.
I am excited. I hope it was for next week and not for the showing my britzel. I don't. Yeah, BGO, you just have to put the brown glasses in front of your eyes while you're drinking. Then you don't have the greenish stuff in there. That's the solution.
You missed a bit.
I missed a bit. What did I miss?
A big strip of crop that needs mulching.
Yeah, it's you see, it's where I made a breakthrough before, and I have to go.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't miss it, but I have to take it later on. You see where it's.
I'll let you off.
Yeah. Of course you do.
Yeah. That looks like something that I've done on one of my maps recently when I was trying to save a rectangle of grass.
Okay.
It was not very rectangular.
I think my glasses need to be pink for that. You know, it's autumn. The weather is changing. The lighting is changing. It looks really, really nice for me. It really looks nice for me.
It doesn't look bad. It just looks different.
Yeah.
I think.
And you know on how people hate changes.
Oh yes. Yep. And as they say on the crudes, change is bad.
What do you mean? What happens when TerraLife drops? All the hard stylers will fall at the end down.
I will have a nice vacancy.
No, I'm really into seeing on how it looks in the stream. The other day the stream I was really astonished that by rewatching it didn't look that bad. After the switching from the yellowish Miami's CSI Miami to make it. But now this is I have to switch in now to fine tune it again, and then it will stay that way, and then it is that way.
Yeah, it'll evolve.
Just keep in mind there was nearly a year that I could figure out the graphic settings for before, so. And now in 2 days you really expect me to have the perfect setting after the relight. It's impossible. For me at least it's impossible.
We have standards here, you know.
I know.
I
And because they are so low, you're in here.
Oh.
Don't put your expectations above your head. They will always fall down on you. You're already starting with the beer today, Chisel. Oh my god. And she still wants to marry you. Oh my god. I think tomorrow will be a very interesting day at all. I mean, after all, it will be a very interesting day with heavy swearing and heavily drinking and a lot of laughing, I guess. And then he has this thing. What was it called again? Junggesellenabschied.
I think it's called Stag Do, but I'm not sure.
So, but it's not his, because he's
A bachelor party.
Yeah.
Stag. Yeah, stag do.
So, but it's not
Stag
his.
time.
It's not his. It's from a friend. His bachelor party will be in summer, I guess. So he's drunk from now on till next week, and then ongoing to the marriage. I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on how he's planned. Why doesn't it go again? Come on. Ah, now it has. So I think your wife, your futuristically wife, has to deal with a constantly drunk guy. That's interesting. Well, if she doesn't take you, I know at least why.
Futuristic wife. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, first I wanted to say imaginary, but imaginary would be wrong.
Yeah.
Because I trust him that he's sleeping not alone every night, so... I mean, some people can smell colors, so why not see someone who's not there? I don't know.
That's only after too much coffee.
Then you can smell colors.
Yeah.
Really?
And see flavors.
Really?
No. I'm at the point where it's been a very long day.
Yeah. I mean, you're also not sleeping alone at night, Paul. I'm a sneaky person. Oh, you know from the animal that's living in my rooftop, right? I think there are two now because he can't be that fast. Someone is running from left to right, and another one is running from left to right, and then two run back. It can't be him. There have to be two. And the only person I meet in the night in my dreams is, of course, Susanne. Because she's the only person who keeps me sane.
I thought you were going to say me.
No.
I'm upset now.
I said the only person that keeps me sane.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm upset now.
You disturb me.
That is true.
It's in the name. It's literally in the name.
It's right there, written in words.
It's just, it's not even in, yeah, it's just there.
Yep. And you get the censored version.
Yeah, I thought so. I have to have a talk with your doggy. They always tell the truth.
Not at this point, they'll be asleep. But they have one that likes to wake up at about 4:30 in the morning, and so they have to catch up on their sleep later in the day.
I mean, if Susanne would throw the shoes that she showed me the other day, I really it doesn't even need one pair. One shoe would be enough to knock me out. So I'm quite happy that if she's throwing house shoes, it's fine with me. But for the Doc Martens or the others, it would be really...
That could hurt.
Yeah.
That could hurt.
Yeah. And if you're a powerful woman like she is, really, it not just hurts. Maybe she's that strong that you even do not even feel the pain. You get knocked out immediately.
Instant peace and quiet.
Yeah, for her.
Yeah.
For me,
well, you as well.
No, for me, instant blackout.
Yeah. See, it'll be quiet.
She has the pain of laughter afterwards, and I have the pain of the pain afterwards. No, it's really. I mean, shush! It's so. You're excited for your honeymoon on the Maldives, yeah, but you. I can tell you something. And this is where we wrap it up anyways. I can tell you something. I told someone that he will definitely marry you. He told me that he will definitely marry me because of the opportunities that I gave. You say you marry your woman. I say maybe we should all marry each other and fly together to the Maldives. What about that?
Free holiday.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Totally
that.
fun. Yeah, totally fun. And if you are too drunk and exhausted, then we pick up the other beer. This is No. For a long time, she didn't throw any at me. No. And there's always that one pair that got away that is still here. And you know, a woman is dangerous if she can throw flip-flops at you from quite a distance. So
that is a random feature in the map.
So I could really do one thing just to please you, because at the sign here there's really a greenish. I will try something. Just for the amusement, green. Let's take the green out a little bit. And let's see.
That's better. That's much better.
Yeah, and there are the reddish colors back again. Fucking hell. You said it before the delay there was there. You're just saying it on advance.
I was watching the slider move. The white was actually white, not a funny color.
Yeah, now I have to fix it with the Nvidia shader to get it work on my end again. This is what I try to get something. I tried to get something that is just that I can avoid the Nvidia shader. No, I won't. No, Achim, I won't make it any darker because that's exactly. If you watch the streams from FS19 Bergisch Land, it is really exactly the way I want to have it. This is actually that was the first that Modelleicher said when he came on the server. That he what did you say exactly? Sorry.
I don't know.
For the brightness, for the like it is. It was basically the same that Rainer said yesterday. That is much more like FS19 with the season shader that you made with the seasons lighting. I mean,
Jetzt hat er aber leck.
Me not. I would keep it that way. I would keep it that way, but it's.
I'm saving.
Yes, and I'm saying my final words. Oh, just to get someone on the wrong foot. Did Shizzle just agree with much better that if Bavarian Redneck and I will share the honeymoon with him?
No, I think it was your color grading.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
That's why you two are not in the parliament, because you cannot judge clearly. So let's see. First of all, I want to thank you guys, of course, for hopping in and for all the stuff that you do for us. Support does not kill you, so if you want to spend some money in a tip or so, please use the PayPal or use the promo code AlienPaul if you purchase something from Giants, or you can use the Amazon link that is below my profile, my video, to help me out with some personal stuff that I need for the daily living. But we will see if we can rate someone. And I would say, oh my gosh. Oh, there's the guy from Haus der Wissenschaften, andere Lampe. I don't think that you want to join a politician stream.
No.
Yeah, we can hop in with Agrarplay. I think he will not stop streaming at the moment. So, guys, hop in. Wish you a good night. Maybe you can hop in tomorrow. I think Achim is streaming from 9 p.m. to at least 10:45, because at 11 we have a very big thing going on. And you can see me maybe on Saturday or on Sunday or on Tuesday if you want to, but you will hear, of course, a lot of new stuff. Guys, let's rate. I wish you all the best. I thank my lost son Modelleicher for being back. Yay! Yeah, good one. I think he waited 1 hour for using it again. I thank Urs and Rainer for being here.
Bye-bye.
And for the co-host, the one and only the disturbingly best British friend I got, and I think the only British friend I got. Thank you for
stick with best.
I'm not sure, but I love you guys all. So let's get and hop to Agrarplay. Leave him some love from Paul, and we guys see us later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You don't really have a sound tech now. I need the shit. Come on, raid with us, raid with us, raid with us. Oh, only 41. He thinks we are a small channel.
It was
we
You
are.
only peaked at about 60 or 70, didn't you?
Yeah, it's the British one, so.
Yeah. It went.